Everybody, welcome back. It's Rudy with Alpha Investments. It is No Pants Rudy here to discuss. This is it. The mythical boxes are over with. This is it, guys. This is the last video on the mythical boxes I'm going to be able to do. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay. I got gift bags on the way out for you all, and they're gone. These things are out of print. We enjoyed our stay. They did all the releases every month for 2016 pretty much, and distributors are running out. Prices are starting to move, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is it. I mean, these things are... We had a great run. 2016 released a shit ton of Pokemon product. Everybody got flipping crazy buying shit everywhere. So, you know, here we are. We're in the home stretch. We're going to 2017. Do you guys realize how many Pokemon products came out this year that came and went? It's done. Like, I just feel like there was mythical boxes over and over. Distributors had them, stores had them, Walmart has them, Target's had them, and now we are just wrapping it up. I mean, the prices are already starting to move on the earlier months in the year. I think the first few months of 2016, you had the earlier box sets, the Mew, the Celebi. I forgot all the names of the earlier ones. It's been a long year, I guess, you know. Manaphy, I think, some other ones. A lot of these are already pushing way above MSRP, because like I said, these were around 7 and change on the wholesale level, and they were retailing for around 12 to 14 range. I believe I counted 3 or 4 of the mythical boxes already over around the $20 plus marker, which is already about 40 to 80% above MSRP. And I don't know if it's just because of the generation booster packs kind of thing, and everyone's trying to hoard them, everyone's trying to get ready because it's cycling out, and we're not going to have a lot more access to generations booster packs, and everybody was cracking them for fun and nostalgia and blah, blah, blah. I'm not really sure, but the point is, I mean, even the red and blue sets, I mean, even the, these things, when they had the red, blue, they had the Blastoise, Pikachu's, I mean, these had generation packs, but they're already starting to disappear also. 2016 is coming to an end, people. I want to do one last video on these mythical boxes before I send all the mythical product off from storage to deep storage, where it's just long gone for years to come. And I just want to do one last discussion. And yeah, I know, it's kind of like Indiana Jones at the end of the movie where they go way in the back and they put it all up. That's pretty much where all this shit's going. So, I don't know if it's going to have legs and the actual price is going to be able to keep moving forward, or if it's just going to kind of level out, because again, you know, these generation packs, this is a complete nostalgia set. Any of the ones I've sold, any of the mythical boxes, anybody who buys generation packs from me, or online, and anyone who buys them in general, you're buying them for one real reason. And that's because you just like the old feel. You're trading money for nostalgia. When I ask people, hey, what do you like so much about them? Everyone just tells me like the old feel, art, they just like the feel of it. It's not a tournament, I want to make money, win, I want to be in some... It's the feel. Generations is a code word for nostalgia. That's what they did. This is about it for it. You know, like I said, I wanted to do a final discussion with you guys. All these products are cycling out. All these different... What else do we have here? We had the Megalodios this year, cycling out. We had Ash Grenja, cycling out. You know, these are cool. We had the Mewtwo X and Ys this year. You know, they're all going away. That's it. Supply is drying up on a lot of these things, and as we move into 2017 with Sun and Moon, and everyone's all crazy about that shit. You know, all that crazy stupid stuff, but, you know, it was crazy. Pokemon had an absolutely insane year. The consensus seems to believe 2017 Pokemon will continue that crazy consistency. I don't know if they can experience the same growth as this year, but I think everyone playing is going to continue. But I don't know. I have a hard time believing we're going to have another like 50 or 100% growth in one year. But I just wanted to point out all the products that came and went this year. Like I said, there was even some older ones that were way earlier this year that were still a lot available. They had these badass fancy things. He even had a beautiful playmat. Your Cheerios, have cereal, and eat your ramen noodle soup on. I mean, you know, these things are all come and gone now. The year wraps up. Generations wraps up. I cannot believe they already did all the mythical box sets. For the most part, distributors now only have pretty much the last month's December and some November of the mythical box sets left. And when I say they have some left, I mean, I'm telling you guys, these people have like, you know, 2 distributors, one has 0. Another one has like 80 mythical boxes of the December set, and maybe 100 of the November, and that's it. The February, March, April, May, June, July, all those earlier months of the mythical boxes, they are so done. These things are long gone, and I'm not really sure how a low $7 wholesale item that's supposed to retail for around the 14 range, I'm not sure how that's going to grow over time. I mean, these boxes are nothing crazy. They're just 2 booster packs with like a code and a promo card and a pin. I mean, they're not really crazy, but I just feel like there's going to be a lot of people who want to collect every single, like have on a shelf with like one of every mythical box for the whole year for the 20th anniversary. That's kind of how I feel. I don't know if that's going to unfold that way. I don't know if everyone's going to be like, ah, it was cool, who cares, let's just take the packs. You know, there still seems to be a pretty good demand for generation packs. There's a lot selling online. I mean, you should go on eBay, type of generation packs, and look at all the sellers. There's a lot moving. There's a lot of people still buying them. So I don't know. What do you, I mean, the people I've talked to, the consensus to me from other store owners seems to be that people still want generations. The mythical packs, the mythical boxes that supply the generations are now done. So how is that going to work if people still want the generation packs and the mythical boxes and they're now done? It just feels like going into 2017, in general, we're going to have a pretty big chunk of collectors and players wanting that nostalgia and wanting to collect these type of things, but then there's no supply coming in. And that's the thing that really just makes me go, man, I am not wearing pants all of next year. This shit is crazy. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, a lot of products come and gone. All these box sets, like I said, they're all gone. And you know, what's out there, what you guys are seeing in stores, the different distributors that Walmart, Target, big box stores use are probably still going to have a little bit left as they restock here and there, but there's not going to be any major overall huge drops in supply. There's not any real major restocks coming down the pipe. And I wanted to do this final video on the mythicals. Like I said, everything's going to the deep storage and and I just wanted to find out what everybody else's comments were. For the most part, I get a lot of really good comments on my channel. I know some people get the shit, crazy ass people comments, but I get a lot. I don't know. Maybe you guys like Creepy Rudy and you think there's something going on. And you don't get that. So, you know, I don't know. But the point is, it helps me get a good feel on the market when more people leave comments. You know, so that's my thought on it. The end is near for this type of product. I don't know what's going to happen. I want some other people's opinions, but for the most part, I just feel like they should be doing mythical boxes in the 2017. That's kind of my thing. Like, why did they release a mythical box every month and then just do like one little, okay, you're a distributor, you have 1,000 stores in the East Coast, here is 1,000 mythical boxes, and that's all you get. Wait for next month's box. I mean, it just seemed very, like, wow. Like, if Wizards was running this and it was Magic, there would be like 1,000,000 boxes, and they'd be piled up to the ceiling. You'd have homeless people building boats going down the street. You'd have homeless people selling hamburgers in them. And I just don't know. The difference in mindset is just so drastic from what I'm used to. But I just feel like that these boxes should be still being distributed going into next year because the market wants it. And I just feel like I mean, to make a product and every month release one version of the product. And I don't mean they released it every day that month. They released one wave, and then that's it. Everybody waited for another month, another one came out. And it just feels very choppy. It doesn't feel smooth. It doesn't feel like it flowed through the system very well. So that's my opinion. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you ever want to get yourself some snivy boxes, you cannot. Again, they're gone. Everything's gone. Okay? There's no more snivy boxes either. They're gone too. So, if you want to cry at night and go to sleep because you can't get snivy, that's your own thing. If you're upset because I call Charizard Charlizard, well, you haven't grilled enough food on the grill. You know, other than that, a lot of things are gone. And I just think this year kind of flew by. And I think it's because all of us have so much product shoved in our faces that we forget all these box sets and things that came and went. And I feel like years from now, it's like, oh, I remember seeing that shit. Oh, I remember that. You know, I feel like that's how it's going to be. Because so many things came and went. I mean, even in the Magic world. I mean, Everybody was like, "Oh, there's Origin boxes everywhere. Everybody can get Origins." Then it turned into Cons. Origins turned into Cons 2.0, and it disappeared. And I'm just kind of like, well, all right. And then the box prices went up, and you can't find them anywhere unless you want to pay, above 80, 90 a box. Now they're like 100 average. It's like Cons. Now they're 120s average. It's just one of the things where 2016 was just a shaky, volatile year. So that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed the mythical collections. It's over with. The generation packs, what's out there, you guys. If you want to invest them, hoard them. If you want to sell them, if you want to play with them, if you want to avoid them like the plague, well, now's your chance to make your decision, because I just don't. The fact that there's no supply coming in from that direction, what you see is kind of what we're going to get. So it's just kind of is what it is, you guys. Like I said, I think it was just kind of a very overly short thing that should have been a lot longer. I mean, giggity. And I just feel like that is just going to be. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a mistake. I feel like there should have been more. And I want to talk to you guys one final time. This is Rudy with Alpha Investments, without any pants on. And you guys find the Color Dash Invention box? It's in the video. Yeah. So that's all I really have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think. And you guys have a splendid day going to the end of the year. I'm going to try keeping all kinds of crazy videos for you all, because I just think this time of year deserves a bunch of crazy fun things. And yeah, just because I'm not wearing pants, I'm going to get through videos all the time. I mean, we all still like the videos. Why can't we do them? Have a great day. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rudy with Alpha Investments. Today I wanted to do a quick, very short, simple video. Everybody's been wanting me to kind of do a simple, I guess just a comment or an opinion on the Frontier Magic format. So I just wanted to run, maybe a 10-minute video, nothing too crazy here. I just want to tell you which is overall what I think of it real quick. And quite frankly, I think the Frontier format seems pretty cool. So you guys have a great day. Anyways, I guess I'll talk more. So it seems okay. I mean, fuck, I don't know. I've seen so many formats come and go over the years. It just doesn't. I don't get wound up like everybody else does. Stuff like that doesn't do it for me. Like I see it and I'm like, gets a little tickle going, but it doesn't really do a lot of crazy shit to me. But I see some other things like, holy shit, there's Origins. Holy shit, God, Jesus. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, wow. That's pretty fucking cool. Now, when I watch other channels, I get excited, but, the Frontier Magic format, I mean, dude, when you're an old fart like me, I mean, when I went to high school, I mean, when I drove my first high school car, I mean, the wheels on my car were still square when I pulled into the student parking lot. That's the era I lived in, So, to see Type 1, Type 1.5, Extended, Type 2, and then the conversion to the modern, the legacy, the vintage, and now different, from a modern, then they're going to do another line in the sand and create a frontier. It just doesn't seem that dramatic to me. I don't know, maybe a lot of other people disagree with me, but I just don't. That's why I really haven't made a big video about it. I don't really know what to say. This whole format could be just fucking empty boxes of hopes and dreams. It could be a bunch of fucking bullshit, nothing. I mean, okay. God. Oh, Frontier. Oh, there's nothing. Wait. And then you get let down. I don't know. That could be. It could be a whole system that's behind the scenes and curtains and puppet strings trying to get people to get excited about the secondary market and buy singles again and get pumped and get psyched and get and just really get in the zone. And just that could be too. Or it's a combination of everything. Or, quite frankly, what I kind of believe a little bit more than everybody else is, it's been planned for years. Wizards is working on Magic sets for 2022 right now. When they changed the card frame in M15 and they released the press release telling people, we need to make the card frame slightly thinner on the edges to get more text on there. That's the most important. And of course, we'll worry about counterfeiting, so we're going to put a little holographic piece of shit at the bottom. At the beginning, I think it was planned like that. I don't know if it's coincidental, but I really do think it was planned. I don't think there's really a lot of coincidences and accidents and coinky dinks and all that bullshit. I just don't buy into that. I'm sorry. Conspiracy Rudy might, but, when Creaky Rudy takes Conspiracy Rudy out on a date, who the hell knows what's going to happen? half the shit's conspiracy and it's premeditated. Who knows, right? But, you know, I just... As normal pre-crazy Rudy is standing here today to tell you, you know, it's not really a big deal. You know, so many formats and nicknames come and go. I don't even think this is really the right thing to focus on. I really don't. I think the more important thing to focus on right now is watching the absorption of Eternal Master stabilizing and doing better now. Box prices creeping back up. I think it's more important to see what happens with Plane Chase. Start looking at Aether Revolt, and then of course, eventually, any day, I'm sure some leaks. There's going to be some leaks anytime where, you know, Modern Masters 2017 is going to accidentally pop out. There, you know, someone's going to see it. That kind of crap. You know, that kind of stuff will probably be coming pretty soon. But you know, that's what people need to be focused on. You know, a format. I mean, I understand a lot of different angles, and to me, I guess it makes sense, but I don't think there's really going to be a lot of effect on anything. There's going to be some people who are going to try and speculate and maybe try to buy out some lower, you know, dollar less, you know, 25 cents to $2 cards that may just make that cutoff after M15. I have to admit, the one thing that really catches my eye is I can't believe that cutoff was not at the end of Origins. I have to admit, if I had to predict the new format of Frontier, where that line in the sand would be, I thought it would be after the core sets. After the M12, 13, 14, 15, and then after Origins, to do a clean sweep. I was very, very surprised to see that they included one core set. So, immediately a lot of people are like, well, Rudy, damn, dude, you always loved Cons and you loved Origins. You call, you know, Cons is the only box nowadays that goes up in value. Origins is Cons 2.0 in the investment world. And now, this extra thing happened, and Origins just made the cutoff. So a lot of people are excited about that, and they feel Origins is going to drive more strength to that particular investment. And of course, you have the flip cards, which are a pain in the ass to redo, reprint, and deal with, because you have to have a checklist card and all the little bullshit with printing. So, Origins tends to, again, continue to have a lot of things going for it. Hence why it really just disappeared a year ago from every distributor in the country, and you can find some loose packs in stores and they have a couple boxes, but that's why the box prices are very, very strong. You know, they're going to continue to be strong. But moving on from that, I was just surprised that that's where they drew that line in the sand. I really, really thought that they would do the cutoff after all the core sets. Flush that shit out. I really did believe that. I was very surprised. That's the number one thing that did. Past that, what the hell's the big effing deal, people? Why is it so dramatic? I mean, they come up with tiny leaders, tiny people. You know, they come up with stupid shit all the time. Some of it get traction, some of it don't. You know, you take 100 dude darts, you start dude, hang on, dude. You know, you chuck 100 things in someone's face, one or two of them are going to stick. And, you know, this format may stick. If not, the next one in 6 months to a year may stick. But at the end of the day, I don't really see the big thing. I mean, you know, you're talking to a vintage legacy 93, 94 guy. So, I do like Modern. I actually have a few Modern decks that I've purchased mostly from other collections. And I kept them, but I just thought they were fun to play. But, I mean, it's just, you know, we all know Modern is quote-unquote solved or broken or cracked or none. I mean, we all know that, but you know, looking at Frontier as something that I think is, I don't know, something that's going to be the next wave of investing or affecting or maybe help the secondary market. Again, I don't think that's the right way to look at it. I don't think that's the right way. It's not going to do anything amazing. You're going to have speculators, but again, the speculators that are going to be involved in this aren't going to be anything just massive. They're not going to be wielding, you know, weapons of massive consumption. In other words, massive credit cards or capital to really influence anything. And I don't think anybody who has that kind of influence is really going to go after and try to build something around investing in that kind of a new marketplace. I don't see it. Those type of people are going to be focused on the old stuff still. I've said it 100 times during this video, I just don't see the big flipping deal. It just seems like something Wizards could be doing to, again, try to help the secondary market, try to strengthen it. And at the end of the day, that's not what the secondary market needs. What the secondary market needs is support. It needs trust. It needs fucking transparency. That's what the secondary market needs right now. The fact that none of that has been given to the public. And on top of not giving transparency, You do erratic, random shit. I'm talking to you guys like, you know what I feel like for dinner? I'm done. Man, that fucking Taco Bell is great. You know, when you're erratic, you just do unpredictable shit, it doesn't help people wanting to invest. Hey Rudy, I got this really new... So I just got back from that. I mean, when you do things that make people just... It makes them jittery. Don't do that shit. You need calmness, not volatility and fear, and that's what we have. And I don't think Frontier is going to help or hurt it. It's just something that's running parallel to the issue. And things that run parallel to a main problem never actually run into it and actually help the problem. So, that's all I really have to say with the Frontier thing. Rudy, do you think it's going to really stay? Will get traction, stand the test of time? Honestly, it might. Mostly because of the fact that Modern, being all the way back to 8th edition Ford, you know, when that card frame invented or changed, you know, a lot of those cards are very old now. They're very difficult to find in large supplies. They're very easily manipulated because there's just not a lot of supply in the open market besides in people's private collections. And a lot of people can't go back to that many years, so I think it was due. I'm kind of surprised it took this long to put a new line in the sand and just say, everything here in Ford is now legal. I'm kind of surprised it took that long. I thought it would actually happen maybe a few years ago, but it's just, you know, in 10 more years from now, there's going to be another format because we can't have new players coming in and trying to play the new version of whatever Modern or Frontier is called, and you have someone else who has cards from 15 years ago that are worth a fortune or out of print or nobody can find. You must maintain that sliding glass window must only have so much in play at time just to help the overall market and the newer players.